What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another review. And this time, we're going to be covering one of my all-time favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies and one of my all-time favorite James Cameron movies, being True Lies. Also co-starring Tom Arnold, Jamie Lee Curtis, Art Malik, and a very young Elijah Dushku. Okay, what can I say about True Lies? I love this movie. I can talk about it forever, but I'm going to keep this review as short and simple as I possibly can. True Lies is awesome. This is one of my top 5 favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Arnold Schwarzenegger plays this character called Harry Tasker, who to his family is a computer salesman, but to everyone else, he's a spy, and it's great. This is, from start to finish, this is an action comedy romp. It is hilarious, and it's full of great action. And this movie, again, is written and directed by James Cameron, and James Cameron is one of my all-time favorite filmmakers, and he brings his A game to this movie. James Cameron, one of those directors that can combine practical effects and digital effects, and this movie, another perfect example on how to combine the practical with the digital. And there are a lot of scenes where this movie also incorporates some miniatures very effectively. So yeah, this movie from a production standpoint, the movie's great. The cinematography is great, the special effects are great, the James Cameron's directing is on point, everything is great from production value. From the performance value, this movie is awesome. Like I said, Arnold Schwarzenegger's Harry Tasker is hilarious. He's fantastic. Arnold, to me, doesn't get enough credit for being a very, very funny actor, because the man is hilarious. Take away the one-liners and give him, regular dialogue, he delivers it fine. In my opinion, I think Arnold Schwarzenegger is overlooked for being a capable actor, because he is really, really good in the acting department. He's not a bad actor, and I think he deserves a little bit more credit than what he's given. Tom Arnold plays Arnold's, sidekick and friend, Gib, and Tom Arnold is also hilarious. He has a number of funny scenes and has a number of funny lines. I love the rapport between Arnold and Schwarzenegger. They really play well off one another, and they have to, because this movie is primarily told with those two characters in the forefront. So if their chemistry doesn't work, then this movie does not work. The same thing goes with Jamie Lee Curtis's character as Arnold's wife. If their relationship doesn't work, then this whole movie doesn't work, because there's pretty much a good stretch of the movie where it becomes, where pretty much Arnold is suspecting that his wife is, going behind his back, and he pretty much, infiltrates and spies and spies on her, finding out the guy that she's been quote unquote seeing, though not doing anything sexually with, who is played by Bill Paxton, and the character name is Simon, played by Bill Paxton, and he's fucking hysterical. Bill Paxton is awesome. R.I.P. Bill Paxton, taken too soon. True Lies is one of my favorite performances from Bill Paxton, because once this movie gets to its middle section and Bill Paxton comes in as to the forefront as a top character, he is fucking hysterical. I love the lines he has. They're both hysterical and just weird all at the same time. Especially when he's describing Arnold's wife to Arnold. It's both disturbing, why would you make a comparison like that? But at the same time, it's fucking hysterical. So yeah, Bill Paxton is fantastic. And when Bill Paxton is revealed to be nothing but a con artist, and Arnold and Harry and Gib do this mock interrogation with Bill, holding him by a ledge, and he just pisses his pants and just goes on a rant, just goes on a self-deprecating rant about himself. Fucking hysterical. Good shit. Bill Paxton. Definitely a highlight of the movie. He's fantastic. And like I said, in this movie, I saw this movie when it first came out, and this was the first time I ever saw a pole dancing scene, and Jamie Lee Curtis was the woman to get my hormones racing at a very young age. So, and of course, that is the infamous, hotel scene with Jamie Lee Curtis and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that scene, a lot of memories with that scene. T-I-M-O, whatever. So yeah. Well, yeah, that's all stuff. That's all well and good with that stuff. Uh, Elijah Dusk's this movie, like I said, and she's barely in the movie. And the whole last bit of the movie is pretty much she gets kidnapped by Art Malik's character Aziz. I just want to go on and say about Aziz is that he's very underdeveloped as a villain. He's just a generic terrorist, but Art Malik gives him a couple of nuances to give him a little bit of personality. So I give Art Malik a lot of credit for taking pretty much an underwritten generic stock villain character, but giving him some type of quirkiness to him. But pretty much, Aziz kidnaps, Tasker's daughter, and Tasker's got to go save her. This is like the last couple minutes of the movie. And then you get your big final action set piece where he uses a rocket launcher to kill Aziz and his men and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how the movie ends. But there are better action sequences throughout this film. Like the whole opening in Switzerland is fun. There's this really cool chase where Aziz's men is chasing Arnold all around the town, and you get this really cool motorcycle / horseback chase also through a hotel, which is hilarious and fun. And of course that's the last time we see Aziz, because there's the next 50 minutes of the movie is pretty much where this movie goes from an action movie to a romantic comedy movie. And I can see how that can really confuse a lot of people. Like you start off grand with this action movie, and now you go into a romantic comedy movie, and then you segue back into an action movie. But to me, that's the charm of True Lies. That really is the charm of True Lies, is that it's able to juggle different genres of movies and still be consistently entertaining throughout. And that's why I love True Lies so much, is that it's consistently entertaining throughout. It's the good Arnold Schwarzenegger movies are the movies that are entertaining throughout its runtime, and you never get bored of them. And I never get bored of True Lies. Like I said, everything for me in this movie works. Jamie Lee Curtis works. Arnold Schwarzenegger works. Tom Arnold works. You have Tina Carey, who plays pretty much Aziz's benefactor or something like that, and her and Jamie Lee Curtis have a nice little cat fight in a limousine, which was fun to watch. And she's good in her role too. She's like Aziz. She has a little bit, and of course she has a little bit more development. And I especially like the scene where Arnold and Jamie are being held hostage, and she pretty much throws herself on Arnold, just trying to get Jamie Lee Curtis jealous. And of course that pays off in the limousine, where Jamie Lee Curtis beats the shit out of her in the limousine with a wine bottle. So yeah, that was all great. It's the little things in this movie that just make it that much better when you connect the dots and connect the pieces. So yeah, now of course I didn't go into full range detail about this movie. I just gave broad strokes about this movie because watch it. Watch True Lies. True Lies is awesome. I'm still waiting for that Blu-ray release, because right now all I got is a DVD release, and the DVD release, the picture quality on the DVD is terrible. It's not that great. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's definitely not great. It's watched like an old VHS. This movie's begging for a Blu-ray conversion because it will look amazing once that Blu-ray release comes out. Until then, I still got this crappy DVD. But even though the quality sucks, the movie does not suck, which is why True Lies, to me, is a 9 out of 10. Give the villain some more development. Give Tia Carey's character a little more development. Give Elijah Dushku's character a little more development. She plays an important role later on in the movie. This movie would have been a perfect 10. But as it stands, it's a 9, and a well-deserving 9. Anyway, those are my thoughts on True Lies. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll check you back next time for more.